everybody, Stevie here from Never Too Late to Travel. So where's he gone today? Continue my tourist walks of Bangkok. So now I've just arrived at Saphan Taksin Bts station, and I'm going to take you for a walk around this area leading up to Talad Noi. There's quite a lot to see in this area, so I do hope that you find it quite interesting. Starting off here on the side of the river, and first of all we're going to look at the wall paintings, which have a little bit of history, followed on by going into the Chinese shrine, which is just around the corner. So let's not play about, let's get into this video. It's getting late in the afternoon, so I'll invite you along to join me. So as we leave here, this is Saphan Pier in front of us, and from here we're going to do a left to the little soy. And looking out onto the Chiao River, today the water levels are extremely high. You can just see in the distance the centre pier in the water is nearly flooded over. But it's fair to say we've had a lot of rain in the last few months, and it's taking time to disappear. This wall painting in front of us was made in 2016, and it was done by a Dutch artist called Botlek, and he was commissioned by the Bangkok Urban Arts Commission to actually produce this mural on a 80-metre section of wall. And I think you'll agree with me, it's quite a thought-provoking and mesmerising mural. This is Saphan Taksin Bts station on the right hand side, and on the left here you can see a small map of the area, a little black and white thing. It's not up to much, but it is there, just give you a rough guide. A lot of police presence around today, and I think that's probably due to the APEC summit that's going to happen here in Bangkok next week. And as we turn left on the right hand side here, we have this small Haroon shrine. Now this comes from the late 1800s, and it is dedicated to 108 souls that were actually travelling from Vietnam back to here in Bangkok, Thailand, and they were mistaken for pirates, and unfortunately they were murdered. So this shrine is dedicated to those guys, and it's supposed that these people actually protect the sea and all those travelling on it. Not going to take you inside, just give you a brief look, because after all it is a tour, and I'm just going to give you the relevant places to go and see, and you can explore them at your own leisure. Not a particularly big place, but still plenty to see. So we're going to go out of this little shrine courtyard, and we're going to do a right, and we're going to Bangkok Market. More police cars here on the side street, taking this event very, very seriously. Lovely coconuts there on the back of that pickup, and quite reasonably priced as well. So this is Bangkok Market, guys. It's just setting up ready for evening
customers, and it has a wide variety of everything, and in particular they have lots of varieties of different food and snacks. And I believe if we just go on a little bit, there is a little food hall that's attached to it. If we could fight our way through these motorbikes, we might be able to discover it. So if you just turn right in here, directly in front of you is a little food hall, and again they have a lot of variety of different snacks and foods that you can chill out with during the day or early evening as you choose. And it's frequented by a lot of people, mainly obviously Thai locals, but we do get the occasional tourists in there. And as we leave the place, on the right hand side here is a nice little beer garden corner, so you could get a cold beer in the evening and take a chair and chill out there for an hour or so. So we're going to do a right here, and we're going to walk along the road, and we're going to try and find one of the earlier mosques that was built in the early 1900s. It's called Ban Mosque. Very small place, but serves the local community. I don't know whether people know there is quite a large Islamic community within Bangkok and Thailand as a whole. Some of the mosques that they have here are very, very beautiful, to be honest. And this is the wall here of the mosque, so we're going to do a right down the little alleyway and head towards the main road. Here's the signboard, just gives you a little bit information about it, and when it was built, and its purpose and its status within the community. Be quite a few people here today because it is a prayer day, and there you can see the gates are open and people are inside saying prayers. A little bit of information outside. So what we're going to do, folks, now we're going to head down this road, if we can work our way in and out of the traffic that's going to descend on us, and we're going to hit the main road and we're going to do a left there, and we're going to head to quite a famous Thai dessert shop called Boonsap. You always get a little bit of traffic here queuing up trying to get onto the main road. Anybody who's aware of Bangkok traffic, cars don't like to let anybody get in front of them. It's just gets ridiculous at times, but that's the way and part and parcel of living here in Bangkok. We will pass quite a number of interesting shops and food outlets, and you can always poke your nose in there to have a look around and see what you like and what you don't like. Some fantastic fruit here on the left hand side. So let's head up a little bit further and we're going to try and find Boonsap. Boonsap is an extremely famous for its Thai desserts, and it does attract Bangkokians from all over the area to go there and buy local sweets. Not particularly a big place, as you'll shortly see, but nevertheless one of the better known places on this walk that you'll come across. And there you have it, Boonsap Thai desserts. Quite a wide variety of different desserts. One of my favourite being sticky rice and mango. So what we're going to do, if we're lucky, I'm going to follow the Thais here. I'm going to try and cross the road here, and we're going to take the little soi opposite, and we're going to try and find the Prince Rama Theatre. Now this is one of Bangkok's oldest standalone cinemas, and in its heyday before falling into disrepair, it showcased both films and live performances, so that in itself has got quite a lot of history. So somewhere up the soi on the right hand side we should come across maybe the sign for it. So just in front of us, can see the sign there. So we'll shortly be descending on the theatre. I'll try and get across the other side of the road in a second or two and try and get you a better shot of it. It's at the back of this alley in front of us, and surrounded by some of the older properties here in Bangkok. The Prince Rama Theatre has now been converted and renovated and is now a homestay. Just walking up the alleyway itself is quite interesting. There's some very old houses surrounding the old theatre, and there you have it. The old Prince Rama Theatre. And many people still come to take photographs, to be honest. Old traditional wooden house there. Always find them fascinating. I think the workmanship is absolutely outstanding. So we're going to head back out now from the theatre, do a left, go back to the main road, cross over the zebra and turn a right, and continue heading north. We'll go and have a look for the Assumption Cathedral. Again, quite a very large church here in Bangkok, previously visited by two popes, Pope Francis and Pope John Paul, and has quite a remarkable history. Many tourists go to photograph it, so we're going to try and find it. Quite lucky at the moment, traffic reasonably light and not too many people blocking our way, so Fortunately today videoing is quite easy. Very difficult sometimes when you've got the mics connected to your camera and you're trying to work your way in and out of the pedestrians. Just seen some of the graffiti on the walls here, which is now very common around Bangkok. When I first came here, you never saw graffiti on any building at all. It's just developed with the youth as the years have passed by. One thing quite remarkable about these graffiti artists is that in the area I live, we have some properties with big white walls, and some get painted on and some are just left be. And I asked the wife one day, why is the wall still white and nobody's painted on it? And she said, well, if you look carefully, there's a little sign there, it says, please do not paint on my wall. And they tend to leave it. Quite a remarkable answer, but very true. So we should be coming up soon to the turn off to the Assumption Cathedral. Oh, some very interesting Buddha in this shop window. They look antiquish, but you may be very surprised that they maybe was only produced last week. It's very hard to tell the age of anything here. Thai craftsmen are very adept at making things look to be the year that they want them to be. As you see along this soi to the Assumption Cathedral, there is a lot of renovation work being carried out. You can probably see that they've virtually finished the new walkways, which will be a blessing for pedestrians. And here we have the sign for the Assumption Church. It goes back to the 19th century, and it's a Roman Catholic one. And it's the principal Roman Catholic Church of Thailand, and at the side of it, fantastic wall carving there of church people, I presume. And we just do a little left here and walk down, and the cathedral should be on the right hand side. I can just see it coming into view now. Ah, what a fantastic building. I didn't really expect to see it as big as it is. I thought it was quite a small place. You can clearly see the European influence in the building of it. The structure itself is I think very European originated. So we'll do a little right here and let's see if we find a way in, or if we can see the front of the building. To be very honest guys, I don't know whether it's open today. It's normally open on the weekends, but nevertheless a lot of people come here to take photographs. It is an outstanding building. and I said it's the predominant Catholic church here in Bangkok. The Assumption Church has quite a bit of property around here. They have its own printing press, and they have quite large colleges and schools. I think most people are aware that the Catholic Church has quite a wealthy chest box. Never seems to be really short of money. What an absolutely beautiful building, and it is in a very, very quiet area, to be honest. So we'll just have a walk up here and have a look back and see if we can get a shot of the front of the cathedral. One of the schools just in front of us. So guys, how fantastic is that? You don't really expect to find these structures in the middle of Bangkok. But as I said before many times, if you just get off the beaten path and just take a walk down some of these sois, even off Sukhumvit, you'll find some amazing treasures. There is so much to see here. Anybody tells me they're bored in Bangkok, they need to look at a few of my videos and rethink. Have a couple of nice figures in this little hallway through the door. Sadly, the doors are closed and we can't go inside today, guys, but if you come on the weekend, I think you'll be more lucky. This is a statue here of Pope Francis. He actually did a papal visit to this church here in Bangkok. And this remarkable figure here is Peter the Apostle. The signs on it are sadly in Latin. I don't really read it, but I can understand the words Peter and Apostle. So I'm presuming, and I hope I'm correct, that is actually Peter the Apostle. So guys, if you're of the Catholic faith and you want to attend a mass, I believe that on a Sunday they're held around about 10 o'clock. I'll try and find a little bit of information on the board outside as we leave. The Assumption College is absolutely a huge place, as is the school. So there'll be quite a lot of pupils attending that on a daily basis. I'd imagine that before school starts and when school finishes, this area is very, very, very busy. Here's a little bit of a notice board for you. You can see the times of the Mass and the services, and particularly the ones in English there, guys. So we'll head out now and go to this main little soy, and we're going to cross over and go and have a walk down here, and I'm hoping to come across a place called L.O.P place. Now this was originally an antique mall of Falcon Bedeck, and it was one of the first Western shopping complexes in Bangkok from the late 1800s, and apparently it sells quite a number of high-end antiques, so we'll do a quick pop in there as we pass on our way towards the French embassy. Apparently inside they still had an original elevator that was still working, and the walls were surrounded by photographs, but sadly looking at it, it looks like the place has been closed down, either permanently or maybe for renovation. Not entirely sure, guys. Well, sad to say, guys, looks like it's closed down, and I was hoping to go inside and see the original elevator, and to have a look at some of the old Bangkok pictures that were supposedly dotted all around the walls. But with these walks, you take a walk, some work out and some don't. Now, coming up here on the left hand side, this very dismal and drab building is the French embassy. The appearance of it, to me, it doesn't strike me with any ambience at all, to be honest, but I'm led to believe that inside the embassy there are some more traditional structures, and we have a little notice board here which outlines the connection between Thai and the embassy in pictures, and to be honest, some of them are quite nice to just take a quick look as we pass, but I can be only honest with you and say that the embassy doesn't do anything for me. I think it's a very, very drab and dismal place. Inside, guys, could be completely different. I've never been in, and probably never ever will, or will have a desire to, but that's just my personal opinion. Some very, very good pictures though on the outside of the embassy. I believe the French embassy has had connections with Thailand right back from 1684. It was one of the first embassies to establish itself in the original Siam, which was the name before it was called Thailand. So the history does go back a fair old way. So again, more interesting wall art. Not going to dwell on it, just going to give you a quick overview of it. It's up for you to come down and peruse the items at your leisure. Quite a hefty walk this one, guys. If you want to stop and look at everything in detail, it's going to take you best part of half a day, to be honest. And the gates to the rear of the embassy, what an absolutely fantastic painting on the gate here. That really is outstanding. Again, something else I didn't expect to find. Standing there, take a few pictures. Absolutely amazing. And a few more just dotted in the corner there. This quite interesting building on the left hand side here is a massage place. So if you feel like a massage guy, you can pop in there and have a break on your way around. Looks quite an impressive building actually. Never been in there and not likely to ever have a need to. From here we're going to just go to roughly where that car's leaving now and do a left, and we should come on a place called Home Cuisine Islamic. It's a local neighbourhood where people go to eat, and they specialise in Thai Muslim dishes, mainly for people that live locally or actually work in the area. And the smells coming from there are absolutely amazing. Everything smells so delicious. Makes me think that I must probably look for a samosa or something on the way around to take home. I love samosa. Many different dishes. And to be honest, people are very friendly in this area. I've had quite a lot of hellos and welcome to Thailand. So as we reach the end of this alleyway here, in front of us is part of the Haroon Mosque, which is one of the oldest mosques here in Bangkok. As I said previously, there are a number dotted all over the city, but this is one of the oldest ones, and I have been here before, to be honest. If I remember rightly, if we head up this soy and just do a right, we'll come into a fantastic little park area. And I think this is a place that I bought some of the Islamic food cuisine, and I brought it into this little park, and I had a sat there and chilled out for an hour. Quite a tranquil area actually. Not visited by a lot of people, but great for taking pictures and having a chill on your travels. So this mosque history stretches back about 3 generations. It is of Indonesian heritage. And I believe that an Arab trader called Musa Bafadel, he arrived in Bangkok in 1837, and it now ends up with his son managing the place. Actually, I told a small white fib there's his actual grandson that now is responsible for the upkeep and the running of this old mosque. Absolutely fascinating little alleyways, and again many little places that you can stop to eat. And I believe this place coming up here on the left hand side is where Mark Weens did a video for YouTube. He actually stopped at this little restaurant to eat. Supposed to be very well known around the area, and supposed to produce fantastic food on a daily basis. So we're going to continue and head down this little alleyway, trying to avoid being killed by motorbikes who just don't look when they turn a corner. And we'll go and look for the old Grand Post Office, which used to be the hub for all the postal deliveries here in Thailand. Firstly, before we go to the post office, which is largely hidden at the back of me, there is a small Buddhist temple in front of us called Wat Muang Khae. It's just a small temple that serves the local community, and has quite a few nice little buildings surrounding the main temple that you can take some nice pictures of. And some nice little wall art there, I believe belongs to the school, which is on the left hand side here. Not a particularly big place, but again, one of these places on your travels that you just call into, and by the time you've had a look around, it's another half an hour spent. And they do have some interesting structures here. As I say, we'll just give you a quick sneaky preview of the place. Up to you to come in and take your shoes off and go and have a look inside yourself. Very, very beautiful, but plain also. These small temples hidden away in corners are really for the benefit of the local community. Not very often visited by tourists, to be honest. This wall here, these are little like pigeonholes where the ashes of the deceased are placed, and then they're covered up with the inscription of the departed, and they attach a small photograph to the cover. And people come up, on quite a regular basis, and they leave flowers and water and light candles, etc. Very, very common throughout Thailand. Most deaths here in Thailand result in cremation. There's not many people that opt for burying. Having said that, the Jewish and the Christian, the Chinese do have some areas where they do burial services. In fact, if you look at my channel, I went to a Protestant cemetery about a couple of months ago on the side of the river, and quite a lot of interested people that are buried there. History goes back quite a long way. Some nice wall paintings there. Seems wherever you go now, you'll come across some kind of wall art. To be honest, I don't know whether you'd call it wall art or whether you'd call it graffiti. Some of it is very attractive, and some of it just looks a damn mess. Some of these buildings, modern houses with white walls, just get plastered with what I can only describe as graffiti, and it must really annoy and upset the homeowners. There is no actual need for it. little famous restaurant there on the left hand side. Can't quite remember its name, but I went in there a long time ago and got something small to eat. So we'll head here. I'm going to do a left and we're going to show you the main old Grand Post Office building, which I said previously used to be the major hub for all postal deliveries here in Thailand. So here you have it. It's a really landmark structure here in Bangkok. Very brutalistic in design. Today the building has been revived and it's now a creative hub and office of Thailand Creative and Design Centre. You can actually go inside. There are some little museum areas in there. I'll show you the bottom floor. You can actually go all the way up to the top floor and you'll get a fantastic view over Bangkok. But I'm going to leave that for you guys to discover. We don't really have the time to explore everything in depth today. There's still a little bit more to see. Little bit of information about the old post office building there for you guys. Take time to have a read and update your knowledge on the city of Bangkok. And there you have the inside on the lower floor. Absolutely fantastic. Got some absolutely amazing chandeliers here. And in the far corner there, on the left hand side, that is a small exhibition area of the Thailand Creative and Design Centre. So you're welcome to go in there and have a quick walk around. Has some fantastic information that wouldn't go amiss anywhere. But guys, don't forget to go up to the other levels within the post office, and I can assure you there is a lot to see in there. So quite some interesting pictures there of different areas in Thailand that you can visit. So you can enter this place, go past the security and basically walk straight across the hallway, and it'll lead you to a set of steps, and you can go and examine all the different floors. I can assure you guys you will not be disappointed. There is a lot to see in here, and just taking photographs here on the lower level is absolutely amazing, I can assure you. So not to dwell on this little treasure, we're going to go outside and do a left and I believe take the first soy, and we're going to try and find Tea Warehouse 30. Or sorry, Warehouse. Nice befitting monument outside, and again many people standing there taking selfies and pictures. It is a monumental landmark here in Bangkok, and a lot of students do come up here actually after graduation and take all their photographs inside. But obviously they don't just stick at the bottom, they do go all the way to the top. Very, very imposing building, and you can see the European influence in its structure. So it's only a very, very short walk now to this little soy leading to Warehouse 30. Quite a lot of nice little places to eat on this soy. They again do a large variety of different foods and snacks. Get yourself a cold drink and chill out, guys, while you're walking around. Now, this place we're going to, Warehouse 30, this is part of a new wave of developments in the area that's revitalising a lot of the old warehouses. And they're a mixed-use compound area, to be honest, and they comprise of coffee bars and shops and spas and even event co-working space. So should you be interested in that stuff, there are some quite interesting places within the compound of Warehouse 30 to get some really nice pictures, to be honest, so well worth a visit and go inside. So this soy here will take you down to the pier, and you'll find a little bit further on there are some very, very interesting wall art, some by some quite famous artists, for example Alex Face and others. But guys, when you walk along here and you get towards more to the pier, which is only about 100 meters or so in front of you, just be very mindful of the ticket touts trying to sell exceptionally expensive long-tail boat rides. There are a lot better deals to be had. Just shop around. And here's some of the interesting wall out. We just passed the gates to Warehouse 30 on the right hand side, but unfortunately this side of the soy is locked. You'll probably have to go all the way round to the other side to get in. Well, to be honest guys, I really enjoyed the walk around. If we left this soy and went back up to the main road and did a left and continued walking, that would take us on to the direction of Talad Noi, and there is also a lot to see in that particular area. Don't intend to do a walk of that place because I have done videos in the past, but I do hope that you found these walks helpful and also interesting, and I'm hoping to produce a few more.
So my friends, with that I think that concludes this walk around the area. I will plot it all out for you and itemise the places that we visited today. I do hope you found it interesting. As I said, I haven't covered each stop in depth. That's for you to go and discover yourself and spend a half a day or a day doing it. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave likes, make comments, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Take care of yourselves guys, take care, bye bye.